Hey everyone, welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nissa and today we're gonna take a look at this mod, which is the Longfin Bannerfish by Buffzoo and Leaf Production. And as we talked about earlier today and this Friday, Buffzoo and Leaf are working together on a lot of fish mods, and they normally do magic when they work together. So yeah, just want to show you a diving one we have over here. And it's a beautiful creature. I think most of us actually have seen them before. Maybe not this version with the long fin, but if you imagine we cut that off, then I'm pretty sure you have seen it at least in a cartoon or a documentary at some point. So we're gonna jump right into Zoopedia here. They are a least concerned animal and the population in the wild is unknown. They live in the Pacific and Indonesian Ocean. One of them need 1 meter square meter of land and water, and it doubles when you add a baby, and it doubles when you add a baby. They live from 0 to 42 degrees Celsius, and you need a grade 2 fence, 4 feet 95. Again, over 1.5 meter. I'm not sure if this picture is correct, so they live in some lakes up here. I'm pretty sure it's a saltwater fish, but there can be lakes going up here with salt water, or this Pacific, as far as I know, go all the way over here and end over here. So I'm not sure if the map is correct or not. You can have up to 100 in a water tank, and that doesn't matter the gender. Unknown dominance, they are polyamorous, confident, and guests should not enter the habitat. They grow up to 21 inch long. That would be around 58 centimeters long, so that's over 1/2 meter. They live for 5 years and they grow to 27 grams. That's 1/2 pound, I think. No, because kilos is 1,000, so 1 kilo is 2 pounds, and 1,000 grams is 1 kilo, so you can see that this is very small. They reached age of sexual maturity at age 10. A lot of this information doesn't fit together. It's not uncommon on a mod. I'm just telling you what it says here. I do not fact check which one is right. They can reproduce until they die, and they get between 2 and 7 offspring every year. They carry their eggs for 3 months, and they should be very easy to get to reproduce in captivity. Breeding, I'm gonna get back to. No interspecies enrichment, but we have other enrichment items, and for the water items we have the rubber ducky and the 3 balls here. Then we have the water jet here. You can also place underwater sprinkler, blood scent marker, and mud bath. You can place underwater, so it doesn't make sense for a fish, if you ask me. Then here we have the restraint feeder, frozen fish, and frozen frozen blood pumpkin. Again, they don't work underwater, but underwater we only have this one food enrichment we have here. And I just want to be clear, not this, it's this that works. Only the old variation of them. So let's have our close up. Oh yeah, babies. Mods need to be on land to give birth. That's the coding from the game that says that every animal gives birth on land, which makes sense since there aren't fish in the game. But when mothers make fish in the game, they can't change that. So for some weird reason, and I have been doing a lot of fish mod here the last couple of days, and they all have a birth issue. I have 50 in here, and a lot of them are what's it called, offspring imminent, but the babies just doesn't come. Another issue we have here is this empty tank holds 50 fish, and they're gone down here. When we get closer here, you can see some of them, but basically they are all up here, most of them. So this mod isn't the best at keeping the fish down there. I can't find them. Is there? Oh, I have a lot of them over here. You can see. That's kind of because I tried to reset them to see if they would give birth. They didn't. So if we just wait a minute to let them go into the water, I wanted to say, but that's clearly not what they want. So we're gonna go down here and look at one of these. Luckily these are diving now, so we can take a look. Here it is, and it has the perfect amount of shine, if you ask me, for a fish mod. The issue with the shine here is that it isn't constant. So if you look at the black, you get the shine there, and there, and there, and there. But it kind of skips this part, which kind of, it's like it's painted. The shine on this part here and here are painted on, because it doesn't move with the angle like the black part does. So that's a tiny bit of an issue, but besides that, it's one of the best one. If you see here, the scales, or what it's called, here are so good. They disappear in the black sadly, but here it's so good. The structure of the fins are also very good. I still want fins to be a tiny bit see-through, which they aren't, but I haven't seen any mods that have that, so it's fine. I have an issue though with the massive fin here. Up here, the long part of this fin there, because for me it looks massive and it looks stony. Going from this angle, you can see it is thin, but looking at it here, it looks more like stone and not at all like a fin. So that's a tiny issue I have, but I haven't seen this creature, this specific bannerfish with the long fin in the wild, so it doesn't know how it's supposed to look. But besides that, it's a beautiful mod. It's so good, and I really recommend it. Yeah, so let's just see it swim. Yeah, and it swims so well when it is underwater. The only issue is that they don't stay underwater, they go on land, and they will also head up to the surface of the water to breathe. And at one point, I think I had 3 diving, and the rest of them was just up breathing, and then I had a few on land. So if you really want to use it, be aware of that issue. One reason you shouldn't get this mod is if you only play your game from out here, because it is on the smaller side, and that is a fish, and that is a fish, and you can't really see it at all. So unless you like to kind of go in and look at them once in a while, then this this mod just wouldn't matter probably to you. But besides that, is a really good fish mod, and I would again recommend you try it out. Again, mods are free, so if you don't have any money, you can still try this and get a lot of new stuff in the game. Some of the mods need you to have some of the DLCs, but when you press download, then it will tell you if you need a DLC. You will need Xe, so always get that first. If you don't know how to install these mods or just want to check you do it right, I have a link below from Leaf, where he go over with all of the different kind of mods, how to download them and install it into your game. I would really recommend to start there. I used so many tutorials at the start and I just didn't get it before I saw this specific video, so I recommend that one. Maybe you're not like me, maybe you rather have it in one of the other variation, and that's totally fine, but it's just, I just put it there because it's a video that I think I learned a lot from. So yeah, you know the drill. Like, subscribe and turn on the bell and notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye guys!